We have yet another news story that's been going on since actually for the past 2 to 3 weeks. So in 2020, Louis Petrus, Liebenberg, and Magdalena Petronella Kleinhans registered a company styled Tariomix, where they were both directors. Another company styled Forever Zircon was registered in 2021. Both these companies were purportedly involved in buying and selling diamonds. So potential investors were lured through social media and radio interviews to invest in the buying and the selling of diamonds, and were also promised the high returns over a short period of time using a cashless platform called EA Switch. The thousands of investors made payments into the platform amounting to approximately 4.5 billion. According to the evidence, the accused used the proceeds of the diamond investment scheme to purchase movable and immovable assets, including 2 mines, various motor vehicles, a Ford Bucky, a BMW 330i Sport, Toyota Agya, Krugerrands, silver coins, and to pay for Louis' lavish wedding and honeymoon in Greece, and various immovable properties, including an office block, was purchased. When some investors did not receive the promised payments, they became suspicious and reported the matter to the SAPS, suspecting that they were defrauded, the court heard. So they appeared this week in court, and we're going to go through that video. One thing that I would like to comment on is I don't know whether crime is crime, right? And scamming is scamming. But when we talk about scams that are led by white people, these guys don't play. They are not going to jail for a measly 100,000 or 600,000 rands that they stole, whether through an advantageous position in a company or through whatever means. They find a way when these guys get caught. We've got Michael Lomas, who also appeared in court this week. And he, initially, when I covered it, the amount was 750 million that he swindled from Eskom as a contractor. But the number has increased ever since. It is now above 1 billion. So when these guys, and I'll say the white people, when they go into anything scamish or corruption, they go in for a kill. They're not getting arrested and staying in jail for a measly 600,000. They don't get caught until they're in the millions, not even in 1 million, deep in the millions and in the billions. So these are two cases that are currently ongoing that are both above 1 billion. And the diamond scam, it takes the cake. And you can see there's a whole lot of white people that came into the diamond scam as well and believed them. I guess there weren't a lot of, I'm sure there are some black people, but I guess there weren't a lot of black people that could put together some money to make it. And it's not even a racial thing. I'm just comparing that if you're going to go into crime, at least when you're getting caught, be caught in billions, guys. Don't be like stealing like little things. But I guess it's all about the opportunity. And when you get people to trust you enough for them to hand over their money. Let's listen to what happened in court today.
Back with you tonight, you're on In Focus. The 9 accused in the Grant Diamond investment scam that the National Prosecuting Authority now puts close to 4.5 billion rand made their first appearance at the Bronkhorstspruit Magistrates Court. Bail was granted to 3 of the accused by Magistrate Mahlangu, but it's not clear if accused number 1 and 9, Louis and Desi Liebenberg, who did not apply for bail, will do so at their next appearance on October 31st. Dogozo Kumalo was in court. She starts us off.
Court A at the Bronkhorstspruit Magistrate Court was filled to the brim as the 9 accused in the alleged 4.5 billion rand diamond investment case made their first appearance. The accused face 42 counts of fraud, 5 counts of racketeering, 6 counts of money laundering, and various statutory offences, including the contravention of the Companies Act. Magistrate Vusumuzi Mahlangu granted 3 of the 9 bail, 20,000 rand for Helena Schulenberg and Magdalena Klehans, and 100,000 rand for Louis Liebenberg's lawyer, Walter Neerdinger, who was excited to go home.
It's an adventure, right? I mean, like anybody who's been inside, locked up in the cells, the feeling that you have when you're there, you're on your own. You're cut off from any contact. I mean, your phones are taken. So you rely on people on the outside. And I feel so grateful. I've got people who support me.
Neerdinger admits there's still a long road ahead to prove his innocence. The state alleges that the accused used the proceeds of the diamond investment scheme to buy movable and immovable assets, including 2 mines, cars, and bowled out on lavish holidays.
The case itself is a vast and voluminous matter. I mean, it's not a matter that will be finalized in a few days. I've heard it will take about 2 months. They're going to reserve 2 months for the case to be heard. It will also take a long time. It will probably go, the magistrate mentioned, 5 years.
Alleged victims of the scam arrived at the break of dawn to see the face of the man they say scammed them, Louis Liebenberg. One such investor says they met Liebenberg nearly a decade ago and invested 200,000 rand over a few months.
Nobody's going to get money. I think there were selected few people that was paid out, but that was to attract people. I pay you and I pay you. So no, I've written off that money, bad experience, but today I will look him in the eye.
Another victim says he wanted to personally see Liebenberg in the dock after being scammed 150,000 rand. Mainhardt says he was hurt when Liebenberg allegedly refused to give him back some of his investments as his daughter was dying from cancer.
Louis said if there's an emergency, he will pay your money out. Not a profit, only what you put in. So I went and I put it on the group with a photo with my child. And I said, Louis, that's what happened with my child. She got cancer. She got only a few days left to live. Can I please get my money back? Yeah. So I can provide at least a better bed for her or something. And he told me, fuck off.
Willem Feza almost fell victim to the scam when he met Liebenberg a few years ago and was enticed into investing. But he claims he quickly caught on to the scam and walked away. He alleges Liebenberg started to slander him online soon after that, especially when he learned he was assisting some of the victims come forward.
They didn't get anything back. In fact, they had to pay to the liquidators because how it works after the scheme falls apart, everyone that had any money or took any money out of the scheme needs to first pay that money back into the scheme before it gets divided equally among the people that lost money proportionally to how much they put in.
The state told the courts that the scam is one of the biggest they have ever encountered. The NPA did not commit to whether it will oppose bail for Liebenberg and his wife.
We will be opposing bail for some of the accused. At this point, you must remember the reason we did not proceed with bail, the state needed to confirm their addresses. So once we do that bail investigation and we establish that, then we will decide whether we will oppose or not oppose bail.
The first court appearance was mostly spent deliberating over bail conditions, and while it may have ended on a high note for 3 of the accused, for some, including Desi Liebenberg, will spend another week behind bars. Louis Liebenberg, on the other hand, was seemingly in high spirits throughout the court appearance. For Newsroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Dogozo Kumalo in Bronkhorstspruit.